playoffs are almost upon us. This is the last week before the playoffs, and there's letters corresponding to each team. The Ys, which are the Icicles and the Cannons, means that they have clinched bye. And then the rest are X's besides Pinks and Castles, who have been eliminated already. So all of them are X's because they could lose, because none of them have clinched a bye yet. None of the other ones have clinched a bye yet. Like the Sharks, if the Jewels win and the Sharks lose, then the Jewels would be first. And if the LBs lose and the Cars win, if the LBs win and the Cars lose. So, yeah, pretty standard stuff. But this week, we have a few matches of notability, which is Pink's Knights. This really is, this is one of the worst matches, so I don't know why the OSH gave us this if they really want to type up. But maybe they have saw that they don't like our numbers, so they've been giving us bad games. But Knights Pinks, I'm gonna go with Knights. What do you think about this, sunny side up? I definitely think the Knights have more talent and better coaching staff, so obviously I'm going to go with the Knights. So, if I'm the coach of the Pinks, and because I like to think of the coach's mind, the Knights, even though they haven't done very good, they need to focus on the playoffs. They don't really care about this game. They've already clinched their seed. There's no chance they can go up. So this chance doesn't really matter. The only reason they would want to win is to get some momentum. But in the Pinks, they really want to get some momentum to boost confidence going into the next season. We won our last game. We won we were actually 2-2 at the end of the season. We can bring that back next season and show that we are that team that went 2-2. We can do great things. And so, yeah, it's basically just a matter of confidence going in. I'm going to go with the Pinks. Forky Toaster, sorry, I'm going to have to disagree. But if you didn't know, Weatherman, he actually got cut from the team because of issues with his personal life, and he wanted too much money. Are the two reasons he got eliminated. But next game this one's going to be a big one, and it's Delphians Sharks. So the thing is, if the Jewels lose and the Sharks lose, and the Delphians beat the Sharks, the Delphians have the first seed. Not the first seed, the second seed. So this is a huge game for them. They really need to bank on the Jewels losing, because then their fate is in their own hands. It's good for them. But, it's kind of scary thinking that their first round bye, it's on them. If they lose it, then it's all their fault. And also, so I'm going to go, with that, I'm going to go Sharks just because the Sharks are at home. And seriously, have you seen them at home? They're insane. Okay, sunny side up. Oh, this is hard because I feel like the Delphians are going to be playing harder, but you just can't go against the Sharks at home. Some of us have learned that the hard way. I betted against the Sharks at home once. I lost all my money. Oh, yeah, it wasn't very good. So I'm going to have to go Sharks. Thinking in the coach's mind, just like Sunny Setup said, I think the Delphins are going to be playing harder, but there's a skill difference, and then the Sharks at home. So there's a huge skill difference, which makes it just impossible not to go with the Sharks. So last game we have here, it's pretty big. We have Aphibs Cars. So the thing with Aphibs Cars is it's a big game for the Cars because they want to move up. Because the thing is, if they lose, the Knights win. If they lose, they have the 5th seed, and the Knights, if they win, they don't have the 5th seed. Not the Knights. The Amphibians, if they win, they don't have the 5th seed anymore. I feel like the Cars are playing for more, and with that, and with the talent difference also, I feel like the Cars would be a better choice. And I'm gonna have to agree with King Shep on that one. Not because all the stuff he said before, but just because there's a skill difference there. The Cars are better. Even though they have the same record, the Cars are better than the Amphibians. Now, looking at the coach's mind, I think that the Amphibians are gonna win. They have momentum going into this game, which is very important. They're coming off a huge win where they made a great trade for a new wide receiver, and he's really bringing them in with a lot of confidence this game. In this game, these two teams have similar talents, and I feel like the Amphibians can come out on top because they have the confidence boost that helps them. So I feel like the Amphibians are going to win this one. Okay, now question. Just the Delphians, what happened? They started the season off 3-0, and now they're 5-4. They've gone 2-4 for their last 6 games. So what happened to them? Well, I definitely think they started to have a harder schedule, and they had a few injuries, and I generally think their chemistry was just going down. The reason why they started so good is because they were working together super well, and everyone knew everyone's talents and what they could do, so they were able to manage it. And then I feel like near that, I feel like once they were 3-1 and they lost their first game, I feel like that's when chemistry started to fall, and they just became worse and worse every time they lost. So I definitely think that's what happened. And anything else? Any other suggestions on what happened? Well, in the coach's mind, I feel like the coach fell apart. He was doing well. He couldn't handle the pressure against the Icicles. They lost. Then the chemistry thing started happening, and he just couldn't take it. He broke down in the pressure. He stopped. He was just not being a good coach, which led to more chemistry issues, and just it was just not a good situation for them to be in. So that's what I think happened. So yeah, that's all we have for today. Next week, or whenever these games finish, we'll be in the playoffs. So we'll see you then. It's King Shub signing out from the booth. Hope you enjoyed that video. It's posted on Shub, by the way. Hope you enjoyed that video. It's crazy that it's almost the last week of OSH, but we gotta deal with it. So make sure if you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and all bridges burned.